So we are underway here. Round one, scheduled for 12. Oh, that's good stuff. Firing right back with one of his own. Good work by Miguel Cotto. Miguel Cotto with a big left hand. Good flush shot upstairs. Teddy, what do you think of Cotto tonight?
Well, about the same as I would think if I'm going to go into a barber shop. I mean, I know what to expect. I'm going to get my hair cut. Well, you're fighting Cotto, you're going to get your body hit.
That was nice. He just drew the punch from his opponent, and then a good counter by Miguel Cotto.
Yeah, like running through the rain without getting wet. Beautiful.
Nice strike after catching one by Miguel Cotto. Miguel Cotto's landing a combination here. That's what he does when he's at his very best.
Keep moving around the ring.
Reaching the halfway mark of this round. De La Hoya's got something to think about now. He just threw a punch and had one coming right back at him. His opponent scored well with the counter. Comes right back at him with a left hand. Going up against Cotto tonight is an opponent who absolutely can bring the power.
Yeah, but world champions are not made of just power punches. Cotto wants to show that he can do more than just punch.
Super two-punch combo by Oscar De La Hoya. Sound defense. Good block that time by Miguel Cotto. De La Hoya's cut is on the cheek, and you can see that it's bothering him a bit right now. That's something we'll keep our eye on. 10 clicks of the talk. Double jab by the golden boy, Oscar De La Hoya. End of round one. And now the Puerto Rican native, the pride of the island nation, is going to have to deal with that cut.
That's exactly right, but he's going to have to allow his corner to take care of it, and he's going to have to make sure that he does not vary from his fight plan. Still stays to the things that they planned on.
Listen to me. Best defense is to throw punches. You need to throw more punches, not play.
Here we go. Round two is underway. Pulls the trigger right away with the left hand after getting tagged himself. Miguel Cotto's got a way of just getting away from that punch. Oh, what an exchange! Solid right hands headline that exchange. That hook was well off the mark. Halfway through round number two. While still fighting and continuing on as a major pay-per-view attraction, Oscar De La Hoya was able to start up his own promotional company. And he's been wildly successful, able to unseat some of the power brokers of the game.
Yeah, he has. Well, he's used his name, you know, to make money in the ring and outside the ring. It's a name that people are familiar with in this business. He's had a lot of help with Richard Schaefer, who has been his business partner. And he's done something that a lot of successful fighters haven't been able to do, taken his money and he's grown it outside the ring. He's grown it, as you just said, with other businesses.
Not able to connect with the uppercut.
Come on, kid, focus.
Oscar De La Hoya's nailed by a huge uppercut.
Okay, listen. I need you to throw 3 punches. Combination. Keep boxing just like that. You're gonna take this one.
And round number 3 is underway. Two snapping jabs by Miguel Cotto. Cotto's speed, to me, Teddy, is clearly the biggest difference we've seen so far tonight.
Yeah, but there's ways to take away speed. One is to go downstairs to the body and start to discourage the guy a little bit. You know, take some of the air out of those sails.
Not hitting his mark there, going upstairs. Hoya is putting forth that hard work he did in training camp there, landing a crisp combination. Look at the accuracy with that hook upstairs. Oscar scores with a big left. They both decide to bring it. Cotto's coming up with the answers, avoiding that punch. A huge uppercut by Oscar De La Hoya. Last 10 seconds of round number 3. Oscar lands an uppercut on the inside. Double jab right to the face.
All right, breathe, deep breath, get some water. You're good. You're okay.
Keep your hands, all right? You have to keep your hands up.
Well, I think this is a fairly even fight, Teddy. As we look at your scorecard, that's the way you have it as we begin round number 4.
Well, it's been a battle of jabs, to be honest with you, Joe. And until one guy shows that his jab is bilingual, it's going to stay close. And what I mean by that, if one guy shows that his jab can do more than speak just English, maybe a little Spanish, you know, maybe a little bit of this language where he hooks off and he does more things, that guy is going to separate himself.
Good, strong uppercut. He comes right back with it after taking one. And now he's targeting upstairs. Good work with the uppercuts. Nice job there. Cotto's committed to that counter-punching very early on here in this fight, and that can pay off as the night continues.
Well, it's paying off right now because you see that his opponent now is getting a little worried about letting his hands go, because every time he does, he doesn't find anything, and he finds something coming back at him.
De La Hoya's right hand scores well that time. The Golden Boy with a big left. Tried to land that upstairs and was off the mark. Oh, what an uppercut. Really wanted that uppercut, but just couldn't get it. Back and forth exchange. And that's the end of round 4. Cotto's cut man is going to earn his pay for sure. That is a bad gash.
And I'm wondering what he's using in there. You know, you can only use certain things, Avitine, adrenaline, and thrombin. I'm wondering if he's using legal things right now, because that's the kind of cut that tempts you to use crazy glue.
And we are back underway. Another round in a fight that's been very entertaining, but I wouldn't want to be a judge. This is one of those fights that could go either way. That worked out really well, throwing off the right hand after getting tagged like that. And he just holds on there.
In and out, in and out.
Teddy, what would you recommend based on what we're seeing here tonight?
Well, 2 aspirin and then go, oh no, actually I would say a little counterpunching would be just what the doctor ordered.
That's a better prescription for him. Miguel Cotto's opponent landing an effective counterpunch right there. De La Hoya's doing well here with that 2-punch combination. A solid uppercut by Oscar De La Hoya. Nice work. There it is! He is floored by a big uppercut.
One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Get up, damn it!
Miguel Cotto's still in a tough spot here. Don't get fooled just thinking he beat the count and everything's fine.
And I'm not so sure that he can grab. So what you got to do now, if you're a trainer, the way you taught him in the gym is you don't want to go grab because you might leave yourself open. Move your head when he comes to you, then you grab him.
Off to the side, a little swing and a miss going upstairs. Little head hunting never hurt, does it with the hook. Cotto's inability to get away from his opponent's left hand is so evident.
And it's going to stay that way if he doesn't change something. He needs to move the other direction, away from that punch.
And that's the end of round 5. You can have the best game plan in the world, but when your eye shuts closed like that, everything changes.
The one thing doesn't change, though, and that's the mentality of a warrior. You find a way. You do not give in. You find a way. You concentrate harder, and you see with that one eye what you need to see.
Keep your hands up, all right? You have to keep them.
Cotto's reached that fork in the road now. You get a moment to breathe, a moment to try to clear your head after being knocked down, and it's up to your mind, your body, your disposition as to how do you react and go forward. Couldn't hit the elusive target with that straight right.
Beat him to the punch! Get out of the way from the punch! Move your head!
A well-placed left hand up top.
Come on!
Hits him in the mug with the right. And now just wasting away some time with that clinch. Needs to improve that accuracy, missed with the headshot.
Go, go! You got this one!
Halfway through round 6. There he is zoning in, the old 1-2. Oscar De La Hoya's doing a really nice job here. I mean, putting his punches together. This is what you're supposed to look like as an offensive fighter.
Yes, it is, especially when you have a guy in front of you putting the earmuffs on. You know, you cover up the way that his opponent is. You're supposed to put them together. 1 or 2 are going to be blocked. But when you put them together like that, they're going to get through.
Tried the hook, didn't get it. Solid right hand lands. Oh, that's gotta hurt. Up off the deck and now in control. He scores a knockdown of his own.
And he turned it around because when his opponent scored the knockdown, he got a little careless, a little lazy.
So Oscar goes down, and now he's got to continue on after beating the count.
Hey, we know he's the golden boy. We know that he has great size, great ability. Now we're going to find out what else he is.
Come on, kid, focus.
Working our way towards the bell. Last 10 seconds of the 6th. Up top with the right hand.
Listen, I want you to pick his jabs. When he throws a jab, parry it away and you'll catch it, okay? You got that? It's gonna happen. You're gonna catch him. Listen, I need you.
Can't let this guy go. You can't be first. When he goes...
So with the start of this round, we've reached the halfway point. Be interesting to see what we're in store for down the stretch of this fight. Hoya's got a real problem on his hands now, Teddy. I think the cut is actually worsening around his eye. He has to do a better job of watching out for that. He has to protect that eye.
Yeah, what he has to do now is give his corner man, his cut man, a chance for his work to be accomplished. In other words, there's been coagulants, chemicals put into that eye. Now the fighter has to move a little bit, be elusive, and allow those chemicals, those medicines to work.
Nice defense. Good block by Oscar De La Hoya. Miguel Cotto scored upon by a left hand.
Now, finish him off.
Protecting his head well with his guard. Firing off the uppercuts. Great exchange. So the beat goes on for Miguel Cotto. The fight goes on for Miguel Cotto. And his opponent is in disbelief. Still a lot of drama to be played out in this round. Miguel Cotto's in better shape than he was moments ago, though.
Yeah, physically, I agree with you. He's fine physically, but I got a report in camp about a week ago from some of my spies there that he got dropped in sparring. So mentally, I'm wondering right now if some ghosts are visiting him a little bit. Memories from that.
De La Hoya is fighting a completely different fight right now. He went down earlier, and you can see that he's just throwing that strategy, that original game plan, right in the garbage.
Well, it's showing you that he's a thinking man's fighter. He had to make an adjustment. You know, he would have had no chance to survive and to later win this fight if he stayed with the same plan. He had to come up with a little bit of a change.
And that's exactly what he's done. And the bell rings, signifying the end of the round.
How you feeling on it? You're not winning this fight, okay? You're not winning. He's leading.
Keep circling. Don't stand in front of him. I need you to box him. Wait for him and boom!
8th round has started. If things don't change course right now, his opponent is going to start pulling away.
Yeah, because that's what happens. You know, boxing's about human nature. You leave somebody alone, guess what? They're not going to leave you alone. They're going to get a little braver.
For the well-being of their fighter, his corner may need to stop this fight.
Yeah, the well-being of now and tomorrow, because this is the kind of beating that's going to impact him tomorrow, take his confidence away. Maybe never be the same fighter if they don't stop it at the right time.
Miguel Cotto's jacked by an uppercut. A clean, crisp right hand by Miguel Cotto. Cotto's doing exactly what he told us he would do. Now, he was stunned earlier in this fight, but he's sticking to that game plan.
You know, I like that. You know, I want to see how a guy behaves under pressure. He hasn't panicked, you know. He still believes in his identity, believes in his talents, his abilities, and he's going to stay that way unless the guy convinces him later on.
And now he's acting like a fighter, coming back with the right hand after getting scored upon. And you see what he can do when he sends that right to the head. Thought he had his target, but way off to the side with the uppercut.
Come on, kid, focus!
Targeted counter punch by Oscar De La Hoya. Comes right back at him with a left hand. Miguel Cotto with a big uppercut.
Gotta see that come in. Let's go.
He tried to nab him up top, but was unable to connect. And that's the end of round 8. Teddy, let's discuss what's going on right here. His eye is completely swollen shut. What is the concern with the referee in the ringside position?
Well, right now they're worried about the welfare. You know, not just about tonight, but the future of this fight and what damage he will take now because he can't see correctly. It's their job to protect the fighter.
You want this fight? You want this fight?
We got it.
You gotta stay busy out there.
Back underway here to live fight action. Tough fight to score. Very, very even, closely contested bout throughout. Oh, and there's a big right hand from the Golden Boy. Both men digging in with uppercuts. The Golden Boy blocks that punch. Cotto's got to find a way to protect that eye. The cut has worsened. And if it gets any worse, you got to think this fight is coming to an end immediately.
Well, what's going to matter is when the doctor finally gets caught up and looks at it is, Joe, not how bad the cut looks or even how graphic it is to the fans out there, but where it's at. The doctor will look to see whether or not it's the kind of cut that if it gets worse, it could actually be physically damaging to his career.
And now we got a fight. He fires back a right hand of his own.
Side to side.
You can see he's trying to score up top, but off the mark there. And he engages in the clinch.
You gotta
Good work defensively by Miguel Cotto. Plus, he landed that counter punch.
Yeah, and he forced him to punch. He made him, he drew it out of him, and then he timed him beautifully.
He gets to him with an uppercut. Oh, what a big shot. And he goes down for a second time. Does he have enough this time to rise up and continue on?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
The ref stops the fight. Oscar de la Hoya's hand to be raised in victory. He scores the knockout here tonight.
Ladies and gentlemen, by knockout, your winner, Oscar the Golden Boy.
That woke up the fans. Wow, did that wake up the fans. A fight that was assured of heading to the judges' scorecards, it ends by knockout.
That's why as a trainer, you like a fight that's close, that's closely contested. There's a little danger going on because then you know that your guy's going to stay alert. Here, there was no danger. He fell asleep, and now he is asleep.
For Teddy Atlas, I'm Joe Tessitore. Have yourself a great night.